Hello everyone, Dan the 14th Prime. Want to check out with you guys today the Voyager class Transformers The Last Night Optimus Prime figure. You're taking a look at him through the front of the box here. Premiere Edition. They try to do a bit of a nicer job in terms of the paint accents on these figures. But I will say, just looking at this guy through the front of the box, bright orange sword, teal blue shield, a lot of chrome, no flames on the chest. I don't know, Optimus.
I'll take you all on!
But we'll give it an honest look, and if you just turn to this side here, see how the artwork kind of comes around of Optimus. Other side, big pic of Optimus, Earth's greatest protector. And then around back, you got the product shot, 30-step transformation, and you can buy Grimlock too. All right, guys, let's pop this guy out of there and check him out. All right, and here's Optimus out of the box. Just a crazy bunch of colors coming at you. That's all I see. The orange sword, the teal shield, the chrome chest, the red and blue. It's like, wow, I'm not sure who dressed this guy. But at the same time, there's a lot that they've done, again, with the Premiere Edition to try to make the figure nice. I just don't know how accurate or relevant it all is. So let's museum pose this guy up and just sort of take a look at the wide angle. The bop mode from the front, it's not terrible. Has a lot of the right design elements to it, but certainly not perfect. You can see from the side there, certainly he's got some kibble on the sides and back of the legs and on the back. But it's not terrible, and he stays pretty flat and compact. But certainly doesn't look good from the back at all, with the roof of the cab just hanging off his back and a lot of folded up bits on the back of his legs. But we are always keeping in mind this is a $30 Voyager class figure, so we have to be a little realistic in terms of what you pay for is what you get. And as I've said in the Barricade and Bumblebee reviews, what you get is really just paint and accessories, not so much anything special with the molding or the engineering. So we jump in close here, you can take a look at that head sculpt. It's not terrible. They got accent paints for the battle mask, the forehead piece, got some light blue eyes, and there's a lot of good molding in the helmet there. So it's a decent job. Some more paint would have made that pop a bit more, but there is quite a bit of molding in on that blue helmet. Also, I think my biggest complaint here, and again, they just throw some paint on it, I think, to make it nice. It's nice that they've got like the blue collar painted up here. These, I don't believe, are accurate at all. They should have flames on them. Certainly, I've seen the trailers, but I'm not trying to watch or spoil too much of The Last Night. But I believe he basically looks like Age of Extinction. And I just think through here, they've put too much chrome on the figure and not enough flames in bot mode. Personally, I would have preferred if they had taken some of this chrome out and thrown it up here on the tailpipes. I think we're going to be missing that in alt mode with that plain gray. And if we just go down the figure, you can see, again, silver accents on the biceps, blue on the forearms. He's got his kind of knight skirt there, blue and silver in the front. And on the front of the leg here, they just put a lot of chrome there. I think they're using chrome where really it should be more of like a gunmetal type color. So they're trying to add paint and accents. I just don't believe it really works with the look of the figure in the movie. And we're definitely missing some flame effects across this guy in bot mode. They just really only come out here at the bottom of the leg, which is really kibble. Let's cruise down the left profile. You can see the cab there with the Autobot logo hanging off his back. But look at the arms, some nice molding in there. You can see the blue forms. It's not an outstanding profile because you get a lot of the kibble, but they're still trying to do some things on the front of the side to make the bot mode look pretty good, but definitely not perfect. On the back of the figure here in bot mode, there's just really nothing to see. It's just the big cab roof there hanging off his back. And then again, all of this folding bits and pieces on the back of his legs. Then we'll just come down the right side. I got the arm up out of the way just so you can kind of see underneath. And I'll show the articulation in a moment. It's probably when they've done the better parts of the figure in bot mode is really trying to make it a playable, movable robot toy. Because for articulation, his head, it's all right. It can go down a little bit. It can go up maybe a smidge. Can turn a smidge this way as kind of collar gets in the way. The arms here can kind of raise straight up. That kibble might get in the way, but you can raise that straight up. You get a little bit of extra there with transformation, but bicep swivel there. Elbow that will give you 90 degrees. The hands here, as you can see, are just fixed with a slightly open fist. But moving his arms and shoulders and everything just feels really smooth, more like an action figure. It did give him a waist swivel here, which is really good and clear. You can really kind of turn that waist. And then down here at the legs, you can do the splits like that. You can jump out like that. A lot of range there. Thigh swivel. Oop. The knee is really kind of blocked by this piece, so you don't get a lot of knee on it. Then down here at the foot, it's really just kind of fixed. There's nothing going on there. I think decent articulation. The upstairs is definitely better. And the problems with the downstairs is really the knee and the ankle. So Optimus does come with these really, really bright accessories. I'm not sure the deal with the color. Maybe they become like energized or powered in some way and have a glow effect in the movie. I don't know. I just don't understand why else they would have this color, because they should just be metal, right? This is the sword. I keep the handle and the crossguard and everything. I just kind of like that light gray plastic, but you can see some molding through the blade and everything, which looks cool. Again, it should just be like a gunmetal type color. It's bright orange. I would assume that's some kind of power feature, but we will see. And it gets the shield here in lovely teal again, with some gunmetal accents. Again, a lot of molding through here. Just really odd color choice. Again, I'm assuming it's being energized or powered up in some way. So one other thing here with Optimus's sword accessory, he's got a little compartment back here on his back. You can just slide that down into, so he can even sheathe the sword in bot mode, which is cool. This is cool. If you play with the shoulders a bit, you can get him in this pose. Okay, so let's go ahead and transform this guy. They say it's a 30-step transformation, but it feels even simpler than 30 steps. And if you're familiar with transforming Optimus Prime, Voyager, Leader Class figures, a lot of it is going to feel familiar. So they start us off working on the chest, and this is just a nice accent, probably not even necessary, but these chest pieces just kind of twist and pivot down, like so. You can then pull out the chest. Separate it right there. This panel flips down, and you just kind of fold it down and extend it. Of course, in there, we're going to tuck away his head, and then just kind of flatten this piece out here like this. If we go around back next, back of the arms, got these forearm panels. We just want to pull them down so they come down over the bottom of the hand. So it's going to make the hood of the cab, like the hood, which is going to be pretty familiar to an Optimus transformation. We spin them back around front here. Again, these shoulders disconnect from the torso. A little bit loose sometimes, honestly, in bot mode, but you want to disconnect those and just get them out flat there. Raise the arms like this, and then we'll want to get these situated up here for now. We'll probably tweak it when we bring the front end together. And next, just bring these arms together. There's some pegs up here on the front, on the red piece. And again, these I think will come back and play with them when we put the roof on. Let's just get the roof a little bit out of the way, create some space here. Give the waist a twist. And if we just flip up that skirt in the back, and then just give his legs a twist in. So next we just want to be taking off these wheel assemblies. Just kind of get these down and out of the way. So on the ball joint here, and mine just popped off. Then actually just rotate out the foot. You have to kind of unpeg it from the thigh, but then it'll just rotate out like that. And then you can kind of put these in this position right here. Flip the feet up. There's a peg right there on the side, so that'll be a natural peg point for you. For the wheel pieces, let's just kind of get them in. Wheels facing in like this. And the front end is right there as well. Just pop that out. Flip it around and peg it in. Around and peg that in. So we've kind of got him something like this so far. Obviously put the legs back, put them together, start to bring the cab up where it's going to go. Flip forward the leg pieces here. come together underneath there. And then just with the arms here, we're going to want to bring together the front end. So the roof, the hood will peg into the side there on each side. There you go. And then these pieces will peg together. Kind of get everything situated underneath. So you can bring around these panels. Let's kind of set these things up, but let's go to the back of the figure here and get the trailer hitch. So just flip that up. That's just going to give you the panel coverage up top. Peg that together. And then let's just kind of finish bringing the door pieces all the way up here. They will peg in. And we'll start to get some stuff to just settle into place here, particularly in the arm area. When Prime's arms make the front, it's always a bit of a pain in the butt. So now let's come back to these pieces. Let's just make sure they're separated to the side because you need a gap in the middle there. Because the roof is going to fit right down on that. Then you can just go through and make sure you got everything pegged nice and tight how you want it. And that's basically it. Okay, so here is Optimus in truck mode. Similar to Barricade and Bumblebee. I think alt mode is his best mode because these guys just have so many panels. You can check them out from the side there. The paint looks good. Got the Autobot logo up there. They did paint the gas tanks there chrome, but you can see we're missing that effect here on the exhaust pipes. I would have traded some paint there instead of, say, the front of the shin in bot mode. Taking a look at them straight on, it's pretty nice and clean. And the roof comes right into this section here, which is nice chrome color. No paint on the lights though. Got the black windshield, and then you just got the red plastic, blue flames painted over it. Chrome bumper though, and this just might be me. They failed to paint the intersection there. They left that blue. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be intentional, but would prefer that painted chrome as well. And they do a nice job just putting a little Autobot logo on the front. Here you've got that driver's side view, pretty much the same as the other side. They do give you some nice molding detail through the truck. Through here, it doesn't pop because it's not painted, but there's definitely some molding accents through the side of the cab. And then here you just got his back end view, and again, having these tailpipes be chrome, I think would have made a world of difference. And otherwise here, if I just pick them up, you can see that rear section, pretty typical Optimus Prime effect there to get the trailer hitch. And then top of the cab's just smooth blue plastic. And not much to the underside. It's got a little W there by the wheels. I believe that's for the truck name. Western Star or something like that. So nice little detail there. So for his accessories in alt mode, you can of course stow them away. The shield kind of pegs in back there on the trailer hitch. You can see how that looks, and then the sword will come underneath. You can basically just slide in here almost like a sheath, just wedge it in there. So he can store all his accessories in alt mode, which I always like. So there you have it, guys. Optimus Prime Transformers The Last Night Premier Edition Voyager class. I think it makes a decent bot mode. Not all the paint is right. It's missing some flames. It needs some knee and ankle articulation. But it definitely does have some playability in bot mode. I do like the transformation. I think it's enjoyable. 30 steps, but it feels a little bit easier than 30 steps. The alt mode, because of the panel nature of the figure, is the best mode. But it could have used a little bit more paint, particularly on the exhaust pipe section of the truck. I'm sure we'll get a lot of different variations of this figure from different companies, exclusives. Takara hopefully takes a crack at it, and would definitely be interested in picking up a figure if they do one to compare. So it's an okay figure. You're paying 10 extra bucks for some nice paint accents, though I can't say they're exactly accurate or make a lot of sense. So not a great figure, but for a mass release piece, you got to temper your expectations. It's okay. Don't hate it. I don't love it. All right, guys. Thanks for checking in. See you next time.